All right. So next question. Okay. Here's something that everyone seems to be talking about right now
Okay.
is the awakening of the feminine and how it's so necessary for our shift.
Mm.
So, can you speak to that?
Yeah, this has been an ongoing thing for a while. So people like me have been doing this work for a long time. So people who are like really deeply embedded in the spiritual community have this is nothing new to us. We've been looking at this for a long time. I remember having situations like from time to time, I remove myself from the world and I go off on my own. And I've had experiences 5, 6 years ago, probably, I'm guessing. I remember very specifically one of them going into the collective pain, sitting around the feminine, everything that's coming forward right now, and diving into it and just allowing it all to move through me, course through my beingness, and it was horrendous. I mean, the pain was really, really terrible. And there's some people on the planet, like that's part of our work, is we go in on that level and we allow all that trapped energy to move through us physically. And, anyone who has felt true heartbreak, it's a terrible word because it's not accurate at all, but that's how we think of it. A true heartbreak where you just feel like it's just going to tear your heart out of your chest. I remember very strongly moving through that for the collective. And back then, just looking and being like, why is all this happening? Why is this still happening? This is not okay. This has got to stop. It has got to stop. It has got to stop. And now to see it 5, 6 years later with the momentum behind it that it has is so beautiful. Mm-hmm. And it's, the beauty of it is outside of what ultimately can take place as it runs its course. Of course, that's a beautiful thing. But what I see as the real beauty of it is the same thing, everything that's going on right now, that it's creating dialogue. Mm-hmm. It's creating an opportunity for the polarization of both sides to be very present in our consciousness, right? So whereas things used to go unsaid, and maybe it was like it was a collective condition for women for generations that if a woman worked, it was almost a given that she would be harassed, that she would be treated as, something less than a man would be treated, that she would have to put up with catcalls and people touching her and all that kind of stuff. And it was accepted because women had no other recourse. Mm. Now, because of what's happening, these women are allowed, now they feel safe enough that they can voice, yes, this happened to me. And it's also bringing out the voice on the other side that says, oh, I don't know what your problem is and you're complaining, but look at how far you've come. And, so we get to hear that. Where else do we hear that? You don't hear it unless the other side gets vocal, right? And it took great courage for that side to decide to vocalize now. But now it brings it all forward. It's a beautiful thing. And it's happening in so many different areas in life right now. But with the Me Too movement, very, very strongly. And, it's thrilling to watch, really thrilling to watch. So, again, not to use it as anything to get repolarized over, but to continue to see into the dynamics that are, that have been intertwined and have been held in this really static position for so long, and know that it's all getting busted up. So don't polarize and don't be angry with the people who can't see that what they've done is wrong. Don't be angry with that mindset. It's innocent enough. They were taught to be that way. You understand? That's what they were raised in, and they were taught to be that way. And you'll hear some of the men now coming forward and kind of speaking that they can, upon deeper reflection, see how wrong it is. But you don't think that when you're raised in it. Yeah. And that's true. That's true. So allow those who, you know, have been part of that system to have their own awakening, because they have the opportunity for that, right? And try not to judge from the space of thinking that you're better than them because you didn't do it or because you were raised differently. It's never that simple. It's never ever that simple. Be compassionate. Hold people accountable for their actions, absolutely. But remember to be compassionate for everybody involved, you know, on all sides of it. It's really, really important.